Okay. So, to be honest, I was so hesitant to hit record on this experience, this moment, this real life, literal moment that I am having right now. My birthday is coming up, and for the life of me, I don't know why, I just feel like a lot of emotions just hit me like a wave today. And it's still so early. It's breakfast time. Literally, like, I just finished having breakfast and I was about to do some mantras and some journaling for neuroplasticity benefits and everything. And I just realized, like, I am reaching a milestone in my life where I'm halfway to 50, 25. And so much has happened this year. And it really just feels like my body, my soul, my mind is just downloading it all. All the hopes, the expectations that I put onto myself, the pressures, the societal pressures, everything that I internalized, everything that I assumed. Sorry, there was a beetle trying to land on me. If you saw me try to hit something. Just everything that I expected and everything that I put like some sort of sense of rigidity or control over on how I wanted it to turn out, expected it to turn out, all those things. How much all that crap shifted in 1 year is insane. How much what I thought was going to lead me to where I wanted to go shifted, collapsed to make space for something new. And I have gained so many lessons in just 1 year, because I think this is really the first year in my entire healing journey that I've been going through since 2019, 2018, where I gave myself full permission this entire 1 year to understand Bridget better. Bridget as in me, if you guys don't know what my name is, obviously. I gave myself permission this entire year to build for me, to focus solely on what my soul wants for me. And I listened when it was asking for something else. I listened to my body when it was crying for breath and safety and recuperation and rest. And I think that I listened more than I ever had in my entire life in the last 365 days. And it just feels like a wave of emotion is hitting me for that. And I just felt so hesitant to show up on here so vulnerable and so raw because of it. Because I feel like crying and breaking down, but not breaking down, and being proud, but not sure to be proud. It's just like I'm in the middle of some crazy metamorphosis in my journey of releasing the old and embracing the new, releasing the old expectations and pressures that I used to put on myself, belief systems, narratives, and embracing the new ones I'm in the midst of rewiring into my very soul code and DNA. I'm rewriting the blueprint. I am embracing the new, and I'm really letting source guide me here. You know, the North Node, if you guys are into astrology, the North Node right now is in the sign of Pisces and the South Node is in Virgo. What that means is, a collective, we are literally meant to surrender to the next 2.5 years. Surrender to the dream that we have for ourselves. And what I mean by surrender is trust that you're not on this path alone. And I think the last 6 months has really like me trying to embrace that for myself on my own journey. The last 6 months, I think I got a full experience and taste of what it actually means to surrender. But not only that, what happens after you fully surrender. Oh my God, I can't talk. Surrender. And I got to see that I actually haven't been alone this entire time. And that's pretty crazy to think about, because I have had moments where, you see the repeating numbers, blah, 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 this and that. But this time, the last 6 months has been different, guys. So different. I feel like I have literally been led by like some spiritual freaking breadcrumbs to certain paths, to meet certain people, to get certain opportunities, to get to learn more about myself along the way. And I have unraveled so many areas of my shadow self that I thought I have made peace with. But the thing about healing, guys, is you can't ever tell yourself, I made peace and I'm done. There's no done. There's only the cycle. Literally think about Earth and how it's shaped into a circle, okay? That circle is like one of the most sacred shapes there is. Your atoms are in the shape of a circle. Your cells, all that. The sun and the moon. There's no end to learning. There's no end to healing. There's just more wisdom that you start to gain throughout your healing journey and self-growth journey and evolutional journey as a human on this planet, where you will every once in a while reopen the same can of worms and learn something completely new that you didn't get to learn about 2 or 3 years ago that you opened that can of worms the last time. Does that make sense? And I just really feel like I am on a new phase in my journey. Himza Heals, my business, is on a new phase on her journey. And I just feel so honored and so grateful that I have given myself full permission to surrender to get to where I am today. And guys, surrendering is so I want to curse so bad, but I don't want YouTube to hate me. So flipping hard, okay? I want to make it clear. I used to be such a rigid control freak. And if you guys have seen my other videos, I have talked about cortisol crashes and burnout, because I have gone through it and it is not fun. It is terrible. And I put so much of that pressure on myself, and that's where I was not listening to my body. I was working past what my body's limits were, and trying to be everything for everyone all at once. But I kid you not, the more you listen in to your inner world and what it's asking of you, the more energy reserves you replenish over time, and the more magic you get to unfold right before your own very eyes, because you realize that you never unlocked what you were really capable of, because you were always trying to work past what your limits were. But if you work within the limits that your body holds, your nervous system holds, and you try to grow what your nervous system is able to carry with you as you move forward, that's where you're gonna actually be able to create a consistent and steady, grounded arena for where true success can lie, true personal freedom can lie. I am learning that just because I'm not where I am at financially in life, just because I am not exactly where I want to be with a mansion or a really nice house or a nice car, whatever the hell it is for you, doesn't mean that I'm not free already. There's a lot of areas in life that I am free in. And I think that we all need to change the perspective, realize how free we've actually been this entire time. We're not trapped unless we let ourselves think that. And the more we surrender to the process, work with what we've got, work within the arena of what the world and life is trying to show us, we'll realize that there's been a lot of gifts and hidden gems hidden in those things this entire time. But the only way to see them and find them is to surrender. So I just felt really called to show up on here to share that. The Sailor song by Gigi Perez has been nonstop on replay within my head this entire time. I relate heavily to that song because that's a person that went through so much pain and turned it into something beautiful. And it feels like that song right now is like the marathon, or what's the right word? The theme song for me right now. Or is it the marathon song? Like, there's a word that I'm trying to think of. If you guys know what the word I'm trying to think of, please comment. I don't know. There's a word that I'm trying to think of relating to what this song is for me right now. I don't remember what the word is. I feel like it starts with an M, but I don't know. I just feel like I'm being rebirthed. And I wanted to show that rawness up on here for future me to see, for you guys to see what it looks like in the raw, most organic and human way to move through these in-between stages in life, the becoming moment in life where you're not fully her, or you're not who you used to be, but you're in the midst of the transition and making space for that moment to happen and move through, but still be able to move forward at the same time, all simultaneously. It's like balancing the sun and moon energy within you and create the harmony by meeting yourself in the middle. It's like I'm trying to do so much, and I'm doing it gracefully because of the surrendering. So I hope you guys have a beautiful day. I know that this was very deep of a video, but I feel like I would have been doing everyone that comes across this video and that listens to it at this point a disservice if I didn't show up on here sharing the realizations and the wisdom that I am gaining at this very moment in real freaking time. So I hope that whoever is listening up until this point gained something from this video, maybe something that can help you on your own personal journey and path. And I just want to let you know that you're not alone. Like, you are so, I almost cussed again, you're so effing loved, okay? Like, I know that we're strangers, technically, but there's a reason why technology was created, and I think genuinely one of the reasons is to help bring people from different places around the world together. That's why I made this YouTube channel, and I just really hope that anything I said, even if it was like a 10-second thing of what I said, helped you. I'm happy that I was able to upload this video to do just that, okay? Sending you so much love. Have a beautiful rest of your day.